We call him Narek or Narek. He's, of course, St. Gregory of Narek, but with him we're on a first-name basis. All Armenians are on a first-name basis with him because he's dear to our hearts. We breathe him, we live him, we love him. He speaks for each one of our souls.
Thank you for joining us to host our guests from the Armenian Church and for your interest in St. Gregory of Narek. So they're here on the ground of our shared faith in Christ, our shared faith in Christ and his saints, to help us better understand this great saint.
St. Gregory of Narek is one of the most popular saints of the Armenian Church and one of the greatest representatives of Christian mysticism in all of Christendom. St. Gregory has written commentary, encomiums, hymns, mystic poetry, and prayers. The contents of the book reveal the cry of a fallen soul who accuses himself before God for all imaginable sins which mortals may commit. St. Gregory has written these confessions not only on his own behalf, but on behalf of all people of every age and of every class. While expressing the greatest anguish for the sins of humanity, St. Gregory never loses sight of the great compassion and unbounded mercy of God for all sinners. The Lamentations, despite its high literary tone, has acquired great popularity and has become an object of piety in and of itself, with its importance to the Armenians rising to the point where it takes second place to the Holy Scriptures themselves.
I remember in the day when I was first a priest, they would have this book under their pillow. Because, and I remember old people like this, they would read it to me. And then it'd go back under their pillow. So, and indeed, before they rested for the evening, they would be reading St. Gregory of Narek, who would take them gently through sometimes the tears of the night, sometimes the dark night of the soul, or just needing him, and then under the pillow. 3 words you should know about the Armenian spirituality, which you'll be hearing when I read some of my favorites. The 3 words are mercy, mercy, and mercy. We're big on that word, vohormuchun, right? Let me get a nod from my brothers, please. Yeah, okay, thank you. For instance, in the Psalms, when you come across the Hebrew word of chesed, right? The West will translate it as love. The Armenians have no choice but to translate it as mercy. Since we created the alphabet in the early 5th century, every mystic, every church father of the Armenian church, when they talk about a sinner, about whom are they talking? I, me. When they talk about salvation, we. Will I ever see the battered ark of this soul repaired? Will I ever see the sad and tired heart of this grieved spirit in bliss? Is there hope that I shall be free of this weariness of sin? Will I ever see the saddest aspect of my soul smile? Will I hear the good tidings instead of bad? Will morning's light ever dawn? Did it smell like gloom? Is there any hope? And this is why I love Narek. He'll go to that. And he's speaking for me. Any line I pick up is me. I know he's saying it for him. He'll always end with hope, because that's all we have. The unseen hope. He'll always end with hope. And he answers all those wondering questions. Yes, but if the light of compassion should shine, if the rays of your glory should spread, if the drops of your pure love should shower down, a lot more than that, then with this type of blessing shall the faith of steady hope be forever mind. As always said about St. Gregory of Narek, about sadness, this and that, he is not sad. He speaks for our hearts. He allows us to express what's deep down. I hope one of those words, one of those lines caught you, because he always ends with hope.
So St. Gregory of Narek is known as this writer of prayer. He's not known as a hymnographer, someone who's written all these beautiful hymns. And the reason for that is, for the most part, our laity don't have any knowledge of what hymns, who wrote what hymns. However, there are some hymns that are used of St. Gregory of Narek within the liturgical life of the church. His greatest masterpiece is, of course, as was said, the Lamentation, or another title we give it, from prayers from the depths of our heart. The reason why it's so important and why we use these is because oftentimes these prayers, these lamentations, have also been referred to as the new psalms of the Armenian Church. In fact, St. Gregory himself indicates this in one of those prayers, in prayer 3 stanza B. A new book of psalms sings with urgency through me, for all thinking people the world over, expressing all human passions and serving with its images, an encyclopedic companion to our human condition for the entire mixed congregation of the universal church. And so the words are, Havun havun artnatsial didelos hetanos, the bird, or beginning of beginnings, watching over the unbelievers or Gentiles, hetanos meaning pagans. Zainer, tadragin, sira sanun sireluin, called out to the dearly beloved turtle dove. This poem is much longer and goes much deeper and is ripe with biblical imagery, but we would be here all day, and I know there are some questions. So I'm going to sing this, and the melody comes to us from Gomidas Vartaber, a monastic that was persecuted and eventually lost his mind. Often said he died that day during the Armenian genocide of 1915.
Sing